With cooler temps on the way, that means it's soup season. And today's Made in Tampa Bay segment is perfect for that.
Yeah, a company in Dunedin has patented a simple way to make soups and stews more delicious. Senior producer Cory Beckmen takes us in the kitchen with Broth Bomb.
Like if we have a booth at a market, they'll walk past, and then they'll stop and they'll walk back and be like, what is this? Their brain says bath bomb because the name looks similar, but then they like back up and they're like, that doesn't make any sense. I saw like food there. So my company is Broth Bomb. We make seasonings that fizz when you add them to soups and stews. It's a fun gimmick, but it actually helps break the food down a little better. It has this kind of baking powder that better breaks down the beans during cooking. The original idea was just to get seasonings out there to go along with my recipes. I had cooked these kind of one-pot recipes that were just super easy and convenient because I have a disability and I have to figure out like easier, quicker ways to do things. And I also have to eat really super healthy because it helps so much as well. I was really just trying to share that with people and wanted to put some seasonings together. And we realized by adding a baking soda that it would fizz like a bath bomb would. When you cook with like a stock or a bouillon, you're just kind of adding something in. This kind of replaces the need for a stock or bouillon because it better breaks down the food. It makes like the stock or bouillon from the food while you're cooking instead. So it's kind of like a new method of cooking stews. That's actually one of the biggest barriers for people, I think, to trying recipes, is they get a cookbook and then they realize they have to go out and buy all these herbs and spices. That was the motivation behind the original idea that led to the idea for Broth Bomb, was just that if I shared my recipes with friends and family, I thought about my mom and her cabinet and finding like basil that had expired like a couple years ago, and that in order to actually go make the recipe, she was gonna have to go shop for all these different ingredients, and then they might only use them once or twice before they go bad again. They have the recipe on it, which you would go to the grocery store and find the beans and greens, and we mostly suggest like canned and frozen items to make it easier for people. Someone said like, oh, I usually hate sweet potatoes, but this one with sweet potatoes is amazing. And we realized it just bring the flavors together in a really great way. So I think that was the aha moment when we really realized that it's not just a gimmick, that like people are actually eating more beans and veggies because of these.
All right, it looks good, right? The best way to try Broth Bomb is buying straight from their website, and it's right there on your screen, brothbomb.store. They also have a virtual store on Amazon.